Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to the first annual Detail Geek Awards, where just for fun, I'm naming a winning vehicle in a whole bunch of different categories, from dirtiest exterior to biggest transformation overall, all the way down to the strangest thing that I pulled from a vehicle this year. So if you've enjoyed the videos throughout the year, then I'm sure you guys are gonna love this one. So as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright guys, so maybe not a hard one to guess, but the detail I enjoyed most out of the 51 videos on the channel in 2020 was when I got to do the Tornado Hunter's F-150, as not only is it just a super cool vehicle in that it's built to chase down tornadoes and other extreme weather, but being able to stand on top of the truck to pressure wash it was pretty cool, and also getting to meet Chris and learning a bit more about what the guys do was really awesome and definitely a moment I won't forget.
It's like a brand new truck.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Looking good, just ready to get dirty again for you.
Unreal. It even smells amazing in here.
Now, I'll be honest here, there were a number of vehicles that could have won this award, including almost every small car that I did this year, as my back is always sore after doing those. But the 2014 Dodge Caravan took the prize, not really for anything related to the vehicle, but because back when this was filmed in May, everyone was being super cautious and doing the social distance thing, so I told the customer when she dropped it off to just leave the keys in the vehicle, as I'd be moving it the second she left. But she must have instinctively hit the lock button on the way out, and then right after she drove away, I went to move the van, and of course it was locked. So 45 minutes and $100 later for a tow truck, I got in the vehicle, and with me being a nice guy, I of course covered that cost, but it definitely set a bad tone for the detail, although the van really did turn out awesome. Now, this award was an easy choice, as the BMW M3 was far cleaner than most of the vehicles you've seen on the channel, and really only had a very light layer of dust on the outside, and then a few spills and stains on the inside. Although despite that, it was a really fun vehicle to work on, as I loved the look of the vinyl wrap on the car, and honestly, those ending reveal shots were just a thing of beauty. So once again, this one was an easy choice, and oddly enough, this was the first video of 2020, but was hands down the smelliest, even worse than the Chrysler Town & Country or the Kia Sedona, as those vehicles just had moldy food smell in them. This Trailblazer absolutely reeked of cigarette smoke and was to date the only vehicle that I've ever wanted out of my garage for any reason. I remember opening the door for the first time and just being blasted with the smell and needing to have the doors open while I worked on the interior. My garage ended up stinking for quite a while after too, but I can tell you the vehicle smelled a heck of a lot better once I was done. And then when I saw it 5 months later, it still smelled way better than the first time. Alright, well there were definitely a few contenders for this award, but the 2013 Ford Escape took the prize as the furball pulled out of it was absolutely ridiculous and definitely the biggest one that I've seen so far. So with a vehicle this hairy, it is very important to have the right tools for the job, and that would of course be a lily brush, which is easily able to pull the trapped hairs from the carpet fibers so they can just simply be sucked up by the vacuum. So if any of you out there are struggling with pet hair in your vehicles or even at home, you can find these brushes on my website at detailgeekautocare.com. It's also the first link in the description, and as you can see, they really are a must-have tool. Alright, so I'm sure there's lots of you out there that remember this vehicle, as it's definitely up there for one of the dirtier trucks that I've done, and with the owner using the truck primarily for work as a first responder and working on the farm, it was an absolute filthy mess, as he really didn't ever have time to clean it. So not only was this a super satisfying detail getting to see the dirt blasted off the truck, and even sucking up motor oil from the carpets inside the truck, the transformation was epic, and definitely, in my opinion, the best customer reaction to date.
How's it look?
Is that actually white? Holy crow.
That's the same one. Yeah, turned out good.
It doesn't even look like it's the same color.
It's not the same color, it was brown before.
Holy
Yeah,
crow. Oh my god. You sir are a miracle worker.
Ah, thank you. Well, I'm glad you're happy with it.
It's overjoyed with it. Holy crow.
Awesome.
Just over the moon. Like I said, you work miracles, sir. Holy.
Pleasure to do it, so.
Alright, well the winner here was a late entrant, as I just did this truck a few weeks ago, but if you guys remember, this thing was full of garbage and personal items inside the truck, but not only that, the box of the truck was also full of garbage and blood-covered wood. So after removing all of that from the truck, there was quite a mountain of stuff in my garage, and just narrowly more than a few of the other vehicles I did this year, like the Nissan Juke. But besides the garbage, this truck produced some pretty memorable moments for sure. One being spraying the blood-covered box out, and the other being seeing the bloodstains get sucked out of the carpet. So I didn't have a whole lot of vehicles to choose from here, as Mike really doesn't come out to help very often, but for the best Mike moment of 2020, I had to go with our conversation from when I cleaned up my Raptor after taking it mudding.
Oh, sure, now you got it. It's done, man. Buzz off, Tom. Just be thankful I'm here to help you.
Well, you've gotta love Mike. The guy tells me he wants to go mudding, so I take him, and then he only comes to help on the cleanup for 2 minutes. I have truly never met a bigger couch potato than him.
Holy crap! Where'd all the mud go? Whoa! This thing looks so good. There's no way he got all the mud off though. Mitch had to have missed the spot somewhere. Nope, no mud up there either. That is crazy. Looks so good. I'm totally taking his keys next week and taking it right back to the mud. Get it nice and dirty for him again. Well, I guess I should get back to the couch. Don't want Mitch to know I'm out here.
Okay guys, so there were definitely quite a few vehicles this year that had some pretty disgusting stains in them, but nothing came close to the entire rear seat of the Honda Civic, as it apparently had a ton of chocolate milk spilled on it, and when I pulled the seat out, there was even a huge mess underneath the seat. So seeing how dirty the seat was, it was pretty incredible that I was able to get it looking brand new again. So once again, over all the disaster details I did this year, there were plenty of disgusting or nasty things I found inside vehicles, but the most memorable one for me was the vomit-covered floor mat that I found hiding in the trunk of the Chrysler Town & Country van. The customer never told me about it, and it was definitely a big shock when I saw it, but of course the drill brush and pressure washer had no issue with it, and hopefully I won't ever see anything worse than that. Now over the year, I've pulled some pretty funny and unusual things out of vehicles, including firewood from a car, a Mr. Hanky, a whole bunch of Tums, and then most recently, the beach mats in the middle of winter. But the one that was the most unusual came from the Kia Forte when I pulled a pot lid out of the car. So I have to say that I'm proud to be able to give this award to myself, as I had a ton of fun when I took the Raptor out to play in the mud, and as you can imagine, there was literally mud on every inch of the truck, especially in the wheel wells and on the underside where it was completely covered. So even though I did some pretty dirty vehicles this year, the amount of mud that came off the Raptor was insane and completely filled my drain pit in just one detail. And I might be biased in saying this, but I think it was the best looking vehicle of any of the reveals this year. Okay, so this category only had two real contenders, the Chrysler Town & Country and the Kia Sedona vans, but with the sheer amount of garbage and food all over the floor in this van, the Kia Sedona easily took the prize as every single seat was stained, the seat anchor points were full of food, and there were even French fries in the door jambs. Here's a few of the best moments of that video.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's looking good now.
Yes. Oh, it looks
Yeah, have a look inside, that's obviously where all the work was. So.
Oh my goodness, there's no French fries! Wow.
That's crazy.
Look at the carpet spread.
I know.
Okay, so just like the last category, there were just two vehicles in the running again, and this time I had to give the nod to the Chrysler Town & Country, as not only did it take me a full 20 hours to do the detail, 2 hours longer than the Kia Sedona, there was just more surfaces that were dirty in some way than the Kia. Even though the Kia was dirtier and grosser, the Chrysler had more surfaces needing deep cleaning, and for that reason took longer and provided a bigger transformation in my opinion. Here's some of the best moments of that video.
seen it shining from coming down the street there. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Was it pretty nasty?
It's pretty gross.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
4 kids.
Yeah, 4 kids in the water road.
Yeah, it's all undone now though, so.
Holy, you're amazing.
Thank you. Okay, so for the most memorable moment of 2020, I had to go with the day in the life video that I posted on the second channel. If you haven't seen it yet, you should really check it out. But after shoveling the driveway and running errands all morning long, Mike had the audacity to ask me to pick up Timbits for him. Take a look at what happened.
Hey man, did you get my Timbits?
Yes, I got you your silly Timbits. Oh yeah. Tried to get off the couch today, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me see here.
Oh yeah, just help yourself.
Dude, you got my favorite. Chocolate. You are unreal. Ooh. Well. Alright guys, and 15 awards later, and that is going to wrap up this video. So to recap, 2020 saw 18 dirty cars, 15 SUVs, 14 trucks, and 4 vans thoroughly detailed and transformed on this channel. Now, along with the launch of Detail Geek Autocare in October, there's no question it's been a big year, and I'm definitely excited to see what 2021 brings. Now, if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. And if you want to see Mike co-host this with me next year, please let me know down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on a future video. Next week's is gonna be a good one. And as always, guys, enjoy the guitar outro, and I'll see you guys in the next one.